Hi, guys. Welcome back to my readings. I trust you guys are having a wonderful beginning of the year. We're already in the month of March. Go figure. Time is literally flying by. Um, there are some videos that are out stating exactly that the time has sped up, you know, and so if everything feels like it's moving a lot quicker, it's because literally it is, and things are shifting. We're shifting. I was having a conversation with a good friend of mine last night about that, and she was instructing me on all those things that I didn't know about how time is literally speeding up, and we really need to focus on what's going on in our lives because this is going to be a year where we're going to be very busy working towards our future. And whatever we begin this year is going to help us a lot as we move through the rest of our lives. So try to focus on what that is, on what you would like to begin, whether it's a study, a relationship, a house move, whatever it is that you are trying to manifest. This is a good year to do it in. It's the year of the metal ox. For those of you born under the sign of Sagittarius, in this year you're going to be very busy moving your life forward. So keep your fingers crossed and don't give up, because this is a year where you can implement something new in your life and then it'll follow you through the rest of your life. So don't give up on that. And that could happen to any of us. The Sagittarian energy is very optimistic and it's very creative and it's very powerful. It's very positive and fiery. So once they set their mind on doing something, they can follow it through as long as they remain positive and optimistic about what they're doing. So that needs to be something that really resonates with them in one way or the other. Otherwise, it'll fizzle out and won't be completed. So all of you can prosper, or at this time be able to pull that energy in, because each of us are parts of every sign in the zodiac. We all have a little piece of everything in there. So find out what house you have Sagittarius in your chart, and work on that, pull from that energy. And if you do begin something new during this year of any work or school or what have you, make sure that it starts on a new moon. That way it can progress. Don't start it on a full moon or when the moon is about to be full. Start it at the new moon and when it's beginning its phases. That way you begin on a good note, and hopefully when it's in a positive sign, of to begin something new, like one of the earth signs where they're very grounded. Today the reading is going to focus on spirit, whatever spirit wants to tell you, on what stage in your life you're in, what you're working on. And I'm going to start shuffling the cards. If some cards pop out for now, it'll be just like that one right there. It's going to be a very positive card for all of us. But I'm also going to shuffle them and make the 3 piles that I normally do, A, B, or C. And I'm going to try to mark it down underneath in the video, A, B, and C, where they begin. So in case you just want to fast forward to your particular card that you pulled or a group that you pulled, then you can do that. So that reminds me, I need to get a pen so I can mark it. That way you don't have to listen to the other ones if you don't want to. Or you can choose all 3 if you want, because it's all going to be coming from spirit and it's all going to be positive for what you need to hear at this time in your life. Okay, the first card that's come out is helping children. If any of you have grandchildren, or you have your children still at home, or you work with children, you're being asked to please pay attention to them and what's going on in their lives, because something could be happening to them that perhaps they're not speaking of, or maybe they don't feel good, or they're having issues at school, some issues with parents or with grandparents. So you need to focus on them, because part of your life purpose involves teaching, guiding, and helping young people. So if you're listening to this video, we are being asked to help young people move forward in their lives, to help teach them, to help guide them in whatever capacity that you have, or whatever children that are around you. It could be your neighbor's kids. It could be someone that looks up to you for guidance, for help, for love. And that's all we're being asked to do, to spread the word, to spread our love, to teach, to help guide and teach them. For some of you, if you're thinking about going into a teaching career, being highlighted to please go ahead and do that, because we need good teachers out there to help the kids now. We are all going through really, really tough times, and we need to really help others if we can. Right now, there's an energy opening up for all of us with the magician to manifest the things that we want to do. There's new energy opening up, new areas of our mind, of our lives. We're starting to see things from a different perspective. And the magician is here to say, you have all the tools already at your disposal in order to make the changes that you are thinking or that you are being nudged by spirit to make. Do them. Move your life forward. Right now is a perfect time to do it. We have the messenger of fire here as well, that talks about travel, that talks about changing something in your life, that talks about being very optimistic and positive about the new changes that are coming in. For some of you, there could be someone that's younger than yourself or has a very young mind. That's a fire sign, either a Sagittarius, an Aries, or a Leo, that's coming into your life to help assist you with either their advice, their time, something that they can add to your life in order to move it forward. The messenger normally brings that. It brings you a message, a letter, a text, something written that you're going to read, that you're going to see, that's going to help inspire you to move forward on whatever your plans are. Now, you're going to work hard for a little while because we have the Eight of Pentacles. The Eight of Pentacles says you're going to be banging out those pentacles. You're going to be working really hard, very diligently for little pay at first. But later on, that's going to pay in dividends, great dividends later. Right now, you're just going to study. If for some of you, it's the beginning of a study, of a course, of a schooling, whatever it is, something that you're going to learn from scratch. It's going to be hard. And you're going to be at it for quite some time. For some of you, it could be up to 8 years that you're going to be studying this. So it could be a medical field. It could be studying to be a doctor, a dentist, I don't know, pharmacologist, a veterinarian. Those kind of courses that just go on forever, and it takes forever to finish them. But please do whatever it is in your mind that you're thinking about starting now. It's the perfect time to do it, because the energies are just opening up and ready for you to gobble it all up. You're going to work hard, but you're going to love every bit of what you're doing. And here's a violin. So some of you may be studying music, to be a musician, to be a teacher of music. Do it, because in the end, you're going to have the job that opens up just for you. It's going to be your calling, your direction, just for you. Don't give up. There's a lot of hope. Look at all the candles that this girl is wearing on her crown. There's a lot of hope. There's a lot of guidance. There's going to be a lot of light. There's going to be a lot of people that are going to help push you forward. You're going to have a support group of friends, of women, of others that will support you to move forward, okay? And the magician says you're going to have the power at your fingertips. It's actually not going to be very hard, because you're going to have a lot of support, and you're very intelligent, and you're going to be able to pick it up very, very easily, what you are engaging on. And fortunately for you, it's a calling. It's your angel that's saying, hey, you listening to me right now, right? Because I'm telling you that you need to go ahead with this. This is something that's karmic. This is something that you were meant to do always. And you should have listened a long time ago when you had the idea. Some of you have had the idea forever, ever since you were a kid, to do certain things. And you didn't do them at first because, well, life happens and you go in a different direction. But it's never too late as long as you're still on this planet, on this plane, in order to follow your calling. So for some of you, you're listening to your angel talking to you in your sleep, and they're saying, hey, it's time for you to move in this direction. It's going to be for the better of you and the people that you take care of as you move forward. So listen to what we're saying. You may not see the end game. You may not know why this is happening. It may be something totally different than what you have done up to now, but do it. Do it anyway. It's not going to hurt you. It'll take a little while, and time passes. That's something that someone told me at work. No matter what happens, the time is going to pass anyways, and the years are going to fly by. So it was like a wake-up call, like, wow, that makes a lot of sense. And this was a young person that was saying that to me. So she's thinking about studying something that's going to take years as well. But she's thinking, well, I'm working every day. Well, there's one day on top of the other, and the years fly by. So even if it takes years to do whatever it is you're going to do, the time is going to pass anyway. You might as well spend it studying or doing something new to improve your lot. It could just be studying spirituality, tarot reading or healing or psychology, whatever it is. Being a counselor for other people. That's something I would love to do. Um, but that is exactly what you need to start doing. Follow your calling, okay? And don't judge yourself. You're not the judge here. You're here to learn to love, and you're here to help others and teach others, not to judge. You can't do it. It's going to be too hard. No, it's not. It'll be just as easy as you want it to be because your angels are right behind you, helping you. So listen to the calling that each one of you is having for your own self, and don't judge yourself or others as you move forward, okay? Here we have the Queen of Fire. The Queen of Fire is full of inspiration, full of optimism, full of positive thinking and positive energy. Fire. Fire that ignites, fire that moves you forward, that burns everything and begins. It's regenerative energy. I'm probably not saying that right, but I couldn't even say it good the second time. I couldn't change my tongue to say the word right. But yes, it's energy that stops, burns, and starts again. So it's something that you're going to start from scratch. It's going to start from scratch, and but you're going to be really happy doing it because in the end, you're gonna light up in front of everyone. Everyone is going to see, hey, look how beautiful she looks. Look how beautiful he looks. He knows what he's doing. He knows what he's saying, and he's a light. He's a leader for other people. So some of you are going to teach others to do what it is that you've just finished learning or what you're learning on doing because you're going to really, really enjoy it. And some of you are just going to really just enjoy learning, changing, going in a different direction. So many doors are going to open up for you, and you're going to probably meet people that you're really going to enjoy meeting. Okay, and that's the good part. I mean, you might be afraid and think, oh, listen, I'm not going to be able to do this. I don't think it's going to get me very far. What you're doing is self-sabotage because once an angel talks to you and says, hey, listen, I need you to do this for me, you need to do it for yourself. Listen to what I'm saying. This is for your own good. And you start thinking negatively about it, it's a self-sabotage. Something that you should be doing. Okay, you need to be more investigative as well about the thing that it is that you're wanting to do because maybe you're missing some details. You need to ask more questions. Just um, immerse yourself in whatever field it is you're wanting to go into or where you're wanting to move to or whatever it is, the new relationship you're going to begin, whatever that is, you want to get to know that person, you want to get to know that place, you're going to want to get to know that field before you jump into it. That way you feel very familiar with what it is that you're doing, and it'll be like second nature, that get your mind into it. We have the Queen of Air as well, so stay focused like the Queen of Air. She cuts things out of her life that are not necessary. So you may have to rearrange your life in order to be able to do the changes that you're being asked to do. Whatever it is, you don't need to do anymore, cut it out of your life. There's people that are draining your energy and not allowing you to move forward with what you want to do. You know what you got to do. Cut them out of your life. Change the things you need to change in order to be able to move forward in the new direction that you're being asked to move forward in. And don't give up. Seven of Fire. You will have a position of a positive position above others, even if there's a lot of competition going on. Okay, you're going to be looked at in a positive way by others. So in the end, don't think that, oh, I'm going to be overlooked. I'm too old. I'm not smart enough. I didn't get good grades. You're going to have a position of power over others. So don't give up on yourself and on what's happening, what the changes that you're making, because you're going to tower over others. So don't think that just because someone else is younger or smarter or better is going to be the top choice. They may want someone that's older and that's more stable and more dedicated. So don't ever give up on yourself and on how you do things. Okay, I'm going to start the 3 piles. So right now I'm going to stop the video so that I can lay out all the cards, and if something else pops out, I'm going to save it and I'll open up with that at the beginning. But I think I have a good hold of the cards right now, except for those two. I'll save them. I'll open up with these cards And look, it's what I've been saying anyway, so what the hell? I'll say it now. Inspired passion. This that's coming into your life right now, whether it's hit you yet or not, it's about to, and it's inspired. It's passionate. You're gonna really want to do it once you get going with it. You're gonna think, wow, I really love this, and just keep going. It's so inspired, it's so passionate that you're gonna want to continue and trust the messages that you're getting. Okay, it's going to do something with your heart. It's going to change you in some positive way. Look at all the green in this card. It all has to do with your heart chakra. It's going to be something that you love. So make sure that whatever this new direction is that you're going in, you're really truly passionate about it, because it's going to change the way that you feel about a lot of things and a lot of people around you. Life devoid of passion can be boring, uninspired, blank canvas that slowly drains your soul energy and really your desire to like move or get up out of bed, or because there's no passion. That's why being like the queen of fire is very interesting, because she is full of passion and optimistic energy and always optimistic about everything she wants to do and help the people around her. That's the queen of fire. That's a Sagittarius in action. That's an Aries with their mind. That's a Leo shining like the sun. Fire is very inspiring for a lot of people, so let your fire show. Now is the time to reignite your passions and rejoin life. This is an opportunity to set new goals, which will in turn reconnect you with all that is sacred. Trust. While your logical mind is dictating a supposedly clear direction, your soul's inner guidance is urging you to follow an alternative path. The logical path may be one that you considered safe and more familiar, but you could be missing out on boundless opportunities and so much more if you follow what your heart is dictating you to follow. So for some of you, this is a really passionate, heartfelt direction that you really should be following. So try to listen to your soul. Okay, now I'm gonna again stop the video before more cards pop out, and it won't let me do it. I'll be right back. Alright guys, I have shuffled the cards, and yes, we did get some that popped out, of course. So let's go over those real quickly before I begin the three piles, which will be A, B, and C, and I'll have links down underneath if you want to get past them. For some of you, you may have lost someone recently, um, or you're becoming very connected to an entity, an angelic guide, and they're telling you here that they have become part of your guides, of your group. They've become one of your guides. So if you've lost someone recently, a friend, a family member, a romantic partner, they are still with you. You need to communicate with them, and they've become part of your guides. We all have a whole team of guides that are always with us, and you can always communicate with them. This can also represent one of your, let's say, heroes. In my case, my hero is Archangel Michael, which is not my guardian angel, but he is an archangel and he can help others. So you may have attracted a different guide. You might be like talking to one of the saints or someone else that you communicate with, and they've become part of your guides. You just, for the most part, you all have someone new that has come into your life as one of your guides. So just keep that in mind. We need to learn to accept ourselves, our limitations, and the things that are going on in our lives without judgment, because we're not the ones that judge, okay? And we're not supposed to judge ourselves or others. We're here to learn to love, and we need to learn to accept the things that happen to us in our lives, the choices that we've made, the people that have left our lives. We have to accept it. There's nothing we can do to change those things. We can just learn to live with it and learn to show our appreciation, our gratitude to those that have passed, to those that are in our lives at this time. Those that have left, appreciate that as well, because that means someone new is coming in. So we need to learn acceptance in many ways. If we have limitations and we need to change some things in our lives, we have to accept that and move forward, because it's what's happening in our lives. And nothing happens by chance. Okay, everything is already happening as the way that it's supposed to be ordained already. Okay, I am learning to accept the things that I cannot change. Learn to accept them, and you'll be happier as you move forward, okay? And always be very grateful, even if it's something that's very taxing on you, even if it's something to do with your health. You can always work on connecting with divine energy, with angelic help, Raphael, if it's an illness, and work with Reiki symbols and work with Reiki so that it helps alleviate either the pain or the symptoms of whatever you're going through. The mind helps heal a lot of things at times as well. And sometimes there's nothing we can do. We just have to accept what's happening, okay? We need to be patient with ourselves as well. I accept that everything happens in divine order. So no matter how fast you want something to happen or how hard you've tried to get something to happen, everything happens in divine order, and you need to be open as well. Sometimes we close ourselves off to certain things that we want, but we don't realize that we have put up a lot of walls that no one can get through, not even the thing that we're praying and desiring for. So we need to be patient with ourselves and with the situations that we're asking about, with the people around us. The more patient we are and the more accepting we are of the way things are and of divine timing, the quicker things will manifest in our lives. And in the meanwhile, back at the ranch, you could be studying or you could be learning something new. You can spend this time that we have right now of having to be indoors and segregated from groups and other people that we would love to be with. Let's put that time to good use. In other words, that's what the angels are trying to tell us. This is a very karmic time. This is a very hard time for all of us, but we don't have to waste it. We can really put it to good use, okay? Doing whatever it is that you're being told to do. And each one of us is different. And be aware there are miracles happening in your lives at all times. Just the fact that we get up out of bed and we're good, we're not sick, or everything is fine in our home, that's a miracle. We need to learn to appreciate it and have a lot of gratitude. But for some of you, there's something that's happening in your life at this time when there's a miracle that's going to occur. Notice it so you get more, okay, of that energy that happens in your life. I trust in God to know the perfect solution to this situation. So there's a miracle that's going to occur in your life. Take it. We need to learn to recognize things. Recognition of who you are, the things that you want, who the people that are around you are. Recognizing um, certain signs and symbols and messages that come to you is important as well. This is Archangel Gabriel, and he is the archangel of messages. He brings messages. He brings, whether they're good or bad, whether it's an alert to watch out for something or something new that's coming into your life, bringing messages of births, messages of deaths, messages of everything. This is the archangel that does that. But we need to learn to recognize when we are being alerted to something, whether good or bad. They don't differentiate like that. They just bring messages. So recognize it when it comes. You and your accomplishments are receiving appreciation and honors. Another good thing. Learn to appreciate the things that you accomplish, and be proud of who you are. Don't let anyone talk you down. You've come a long way. Learn to recognize all the hard work that you've put in and all the things that you've done and everyone that you've helped, and la da da, it just goes on and on. Recognize it. There are a lot of blocks that are being lifted in your life at this time so that you can move forward. Even if it's just blocks that you have in your own mind or in your heart. Those walls are starting to lower. The blocks in your mind are starting to change because you're looking at life from a different perspective at this time, and that's good. And with the angelic help and the new guides that you are receiving, a lot of blocks are being lifted from your life so that you can move forward. Previous obstacles came from fear, and they are now lifted away. So the fear, which is one main block that a lot of us have, I don't want to do that, I'm afraid, I'm not going to make it, it's not going to be worth it. All those fears are being lifted because you're listening. You're recognizing when the messages are coming. You're listening to your guidance, You're feeling that, well, I'm starting to look at things from a different perspective now, and you're going to follow it through, okay? This is going to help all of us. A vision board. Set up a vision board of what you want to do, what you want to accomplish, the things that you want to be able to manifest as you move forward into the future. And remember, we got the magician. He is the manifester, the king manifester, the one that says yes. No matter what you want to bring to fruition to reality, to your reality, you can do it. You really just have to believe in yourself. You already have the energy. It's already been manifest in the spirit world. It's just waiting for you to say, yes, I want to be able to manifest it now and get it. Get everything you want. A vision board is going to help. And when you feel a little low, you're exhausted, you're laid out on the ground, you can't move another inch because your body hurts everywhere, you look at that vision board and say, hell yeah, this is what I want, and I'm going to get my ass up and I'm going to do it. Create a board with images and words that inspire you and only you. Make it work. All right. Group number 1 is starting at 2538. Okay, as you honor and follow the guidance of your heart, prosperity is coming to you now. So by listening to your guidance, you're going to be prosperous in whatever area of your life that is, whether it's love, health, wealth, whatever it is. You want to move from one place to the other, you're going to find that where you've moved to, the energy is very positive and you just love your new home. And you're going to set down roots there and not move for a long time to come. Same thing with your job. You're going to stay there. You're going to love your job. If it's a new way of eating, a new way of exercising, you're going to be really happy. It's going to ignite passion, give you more energy to move forward. And if it's a new job, you're going to take a new career, you have to go to school, whatever it is, you're going to do it and you're going to follow through. Your spirit guides are saying that you're going to have some memories while you're doing all of this stuff that are going to come back, maybe from the past. Because for some of you, these things, these new paths that you're taking, the new experiences, is something that you thought of a long time ago. It's something that perhaps a family member already did in the past, or you thought about it when you were a child, and then other things happened and you changed and you didn't follow through with it. But memories, you're also going to be pulling your guides closer to you if you follow through with the advice from your angelic realm about the selenite. You're going to have some of your family members that are going to get closer to you. You're going to start thinking of things. Maybe you're going to start moving and you start unpacking or packing things away that brings back memories from your guides, from your people that have passed, that have become your guides. Your memories are like diamonds in the treasure chest of your spirit. More and more memories are arising within you. So things that you're doing are going to start pulling up memories, or maybe just your guides pulling closer to you are going to bring back memories. Remember the happier moments with your loved ones who are here in the spirit world. For neither time nor distance can stop the energies of love that you have for one another. So a lot of it is to do with family members or the loved ones that have already passed, which is one of the first cards that came out. I have become one of your guides. So those memories of the people that are coming through now, they're with you, they're your guides. Perhaps you're going to see pictures or things that you did for them that you've put away that you haven't seen in a long time, and all of a sudden you open a box and boom, there it is, and it brings back memories. If you've just lost someone, go through pictures, go through things that remind you of them, but only the happy ones, Don't think back at the times that were sad or the times that you had disagreements or things that were negative. Only think of positive thoughts to do with those people. If you are an artist or thinking about being an artist, you're a musician, you're a writer, you're a poet, you're a singer, share your art with others, because that is really going to ignite passion within you and make you very happy. Maybe there's some type of field that you can follow to do with your arts. And if you're an artist, by all means, start painting, start drawing, start pulling your art forward. Whatever it is, just put something on the canvas and see what comes out. It might be something that you like. It might inspire you. It's time to allow others to enjoy your creative work. So maybe it's time you start painting, drawing, and show it to other people, because you might find that others really like your work and it does something to them, inspires them, and that's all we're here to do, inspire right now. By inspiring them, you're inspiring you. This is a card that fell, and you have Jesus that's coming through. So perhaps studying some of the things that Jesus said when he was alive is going to be very helpful to you. Studying his parables, being positive, opening your heart to unconditional love like he tried to do with everyone that he met. And everyone meant the same to him. They meant the world. He loved everyone unconditionally the same, no matter what they did or who they were. So unconditional love for yourself, for your art, for the people that have already passed, that tried to show you hope and love, remember them. They're still with you. You're going to manifest a lot of abundance for yourself. Don't give up. You need to be more empathic as well with the people around you and with yourself. Number one, I am open to seeing both sides of a situation. So start to look at people through the eyes of Jesus, where he could see both sides of the story and his heart would just open up to everyone and love them just the same way. So being more empathic, being able to feel more, to sense more, to feel more of your side of the story and the other person as well. No judgments here. We're not allowed to judge. We're only allowed to open up our hearts to love. Okay? I feel healthy and happy. Opening your heart up to love is going to help you feel better about yourself, about everything that you're doing. Share your art with others. Share whatever talent it is. You could sew, cook, clean, I don't know, gardening, growing flowers, whatever it is you love passionately, do it, because it's going to make you feel very happy in the end that you took this up again, that you're doing this. It makes you feel happier, healthier, and others around you are going to start being intoxicated by that energy that you are putting out. Just remember, okay? Pray to Jesus, because there's a message that's coming just for you from him. I pray for Jesus' help and guidance with this situation. So there must be something that's very powerful that's going on in your life at this time that you need help. Jesus only comes through when it's big help, and you must have asked for his assistance. And watch out, because he'll come to you in a dream. First, you'll meet the angels that are around him that will take you to him, and then he'll talk to you. You may not remember. Try to focus on what he's saying, which you may not hear it. Your subconscious is the one that hears it. But if you get to hear it and you know what he's saying, you need to write it down, write it really big on your vision board, because that's something you can't forget. I only remember what I say to him, and how he acts. But what he says is something that he speaks to my mind. I don't know. But when you wake up of a dream after you've dreamt with him, you're not the same person anymore after that. And you're going to feel incredible. So keep that in mind and look for him in your dreams, because he's coming. All right. For those of you that chose the second pile, 32, 38. Let's start. All right. You're a light worker. God needs you to shine your divine light and love like an angel upon the earth and all of its inhabitants. So you're being asked to start doing light work, whether it's healing work, whether it's just going out and talking to people, and children is being highlighted from the very beginning in this reading. So get out there and help as much as you can, because you're already being singled out that you are a light worker and that you need to do your work with others, okay? No matter what field of this you want to go into. Nature is calling you as well. Okay, so it's time to get outdoors. You may become inspired by something that you see or that you do while being outdoors as to how you're going to spread your love with others. It could to do with flowers, with trees, something, children. This is a time to absorb the healing properties that nature has to offer. Your mind, body, and soul need nourishment. So you may be weak, your energies may be low. By connecting to a tree, by connecting to the ground, it will help give you energy and raise your vibrations. Your vibrations could be low, you could be depleted, because you may not even know that you're a light worker, and people gravitate towards you and they draw out your energy. So you may have to go outdoors into nature in order to be able to replenish that energy. Okay, there's transformational energy that's coming through for you if you've picked pile number 2. This butterfly says so. And by going outdoors, you'll be able to bring that energy about a lot easier than if you don't, because you may be depleted of energy at this time. And the more energy you draw in, the more you're going to expand. So it's a constant cycle. So you need to learn how to go outdoors and draw energy from the earth so that you can turn around and give it, take it and give it. It's a giving thing every single day. You have to learn how to protect your energy as well, how to cover yourself in a bubble, how to pray for the guardian angels to come and assist you every morning or every night whenever you begin your work, so that they can form this little bubble around you so you can hang on to your energy a bit more and only give it out to those that you're trying to help at that moment, so that others can't walk past you and just drain your energy or hug you or um, want your assistance without you knowing about it, because some people know how to do that. Okay, so make sure you connect with nature. This is all about your heart chakra. There's a lot of green in this card and yellow, so your solar plexus. You may be having issues with past lovers or people from past lives that are draining your energy, or that live with you or that are with you in this lifetime, and they're pulling on your heartstrings and on your solar plexus. So you need to work on those two chakras, especially your heart, because there's more green here. So you're working on transforming some of your energy in your heart chakra, learning to love more, learning to open it up more. Even if we get hurt sometimes, we're supposed to, because there's a lesson in there somewhere. So don't be afraid to get hurt, and there's a lot of transformational energy, so you may be meeting someone new in that area. Get out to where there's lots of flowers, and take in their aura, their smell, their energy, and then thank them for what they're doing for you to help you transform your heart chakra, your love for life, for others. You've been hurt in the past and you want to help heal all of that so you can open up to new love. Okay, you need to pay attention to your dreams, just like pile number one. There's a lot of messages coming through from the angelic realm, and by paying attention to your dreams, you may actually meet your guardian angel. He may come to you in dreams, he or she. I'm not sure. Mine is a male, just so you know, and he's really big and very funny. He has a sense of humor. So you may meet them and not even know that they're an angel, but something will tell you, this is my guardian angel, so you'll know, because they speak to your subconscious mind, okay? And you will know it. But there's messages that are coming, so pay attention, okay? There could be messages from past loved ones. It could be your angelic guides. It could be your guides themselves. We all have many. You are receiving divine guidance while you sleep. Even if you don't remember your dreams, the answers are in your unconscious mind, where they appear in order to help you. Then they will appear. All of a sudden, you'll think of, how do I know this? What made me think of that? I mean, what? How do I even know this? You'll start to realize that sometimes thoughts come into your head, and you're like, what the hell? Where did that come from? I wasn't even thinking that. How did I know this? How did it get there? Why is it there? And this is how your communication with your guides and in the angelic realm is, and divine energy. All of a sudden, boom, it pops in your head, and you're like, what the hell? Where did that come from? Well, it came from them, and all of a sudden, boom, you're remembering it because it came in a dream. So pay attention to your dreams. Write down things. If you think of it, you think it's like stands out in your dream, write it down. Try to remember that, because again, it'll pop up again for some reason whenever it needs to. Okay? You're opening up your heart to caring more about yourself, children, and about others. Okay? If you have children in your life, again, the message is the same. You need to take care of them better in your home. Find out what's happening with those around you. Take better care of those around you, because again, tomorrow's never promised to any of us. So we need to be aware of the people around us, and love them as much as we can. Show them with actions how much you care, so that they can feel it deep down in their hearts. Your children as well, your grandchildren, make sure that they're being cared for, and that they know that you love them. Okay, that's important. Heaven cares for me, and I keep my heart open to caring about myself, others, and the world. So care about as much as you can. Nature, your home, your children, the people at work. Open up to everyone and everything. Something that you're working on in this lifetime is growth. I want to expand my consciousness and my awareness of everything and everyone, and connecting to divine energy and angelic help. They're all there with us. And growth is something that you are doing in this life. You're growing spiritually, karmically. Uh, you're going to be expanding in the next coming years, especially this year. You're going to grow a lot. So be aware of your knowledge. Write things down so that you don't forget the things that come to you in dreams, and the ideas that just pop in your head. They could many of them could come at once. So if you don't write them down, you will forget them again, and you may not remember them again for 20 years. It can happen that way because time is lucid to an angel, to divine energy. There's no time there. So when they say something, you may not think of it for 20 years. So just try to write things down so that you don't forget them because they could be very important. You're going to grow very, very quickly. Sometimes we have like a big growth spurt, and if we're not used to it, we'll forget it. So just be aware that that can happen. And remember, if you cry because your emotions are being stirred up, like here, especially when you go out into nature and you start connecting to the divine energy, you might cry a lot. But tears are very cleansing. They're very healing. Tears cleanse the soul. So even if you cry, it's a healing that occurs within yourself. So sometimes we have to cry. So don't feel bad if something affects you and brings those tears up because it's meant to happen. Okay, just know that it's very cleansing at this time. If you're being emotionally stirred up by someone that you have lost or someone that's one of your guides at this time, an ex-soulmate or something that's happened, just don't worry if you're crying for now. Eventually the tears will stop. But for now, it's just helping you cleanse out old negative thoughts or patterns or things that have happened in your life that have hurt you. It's helping you clean that out. So don't be afraid about crying, okay? And just pray for assistance from your guides and your angels, and they will. Next, C, 4130. Okay, let's get this show on the road. Again, what do you desire right now? Visualize it and it will come about. Negativity will block your progress. Here we have Francesca with a little brush painting something that she wants to manifest into her life. So whatever it is that you're trying to manifest, make sure it's something that resonates with you, and don't be afraid. Don't think no, don't think any negative thought. No, I can't bring this about. No, I can't do this with my life. It's not going to work out. It will. You're being told that yes, whatever it is you're trying to manifest or desire to do in your life, you can do it if only you believed enough in yourself and not that any negative thoughts about it. What you desire right now, visualize it, and it will come about. Negativity is going to block your progress. So don't think negatively about nothing that you're trying to begin. And if it's many things at once, think positively about all of them. Again, the vision board is going to help. Love. Love is the foundation of your existence, and you're just as worthy of receiving as you are of giving. Love and compassion. While love can be beautiful, a beautiful emotion, it is equally a form of energy that propels you through life. Okay? So, love of music, love of your family, of the people around you, of the children in your life, of your neighbors, of the people you work with. Open your heart up to love. We're being told that we need to open our hearts. They may be blocked because of things that we experience, negative thinking, things that have happened to us that have been negative, and so we kind of lose hope, we lose faith, we're not as grateful as we should be. But all we need to do is remember that everything is love, and if we can open ourselves up to receiving love as much as giving love, it's going to be um, like a big cycle of good things that start to come into our lives because we finally have learned that we need to love more than we need to do than we need to shut down. We kind of close our way due to fear of being hurt or of something happening to us, so we close our hearts up and we need to open it back up. This is also representative of your sacral chakra because of the color. It's like an orangey red. You need to eat more foods that color and wear it more because it ignites your passion for the things that you want to do in your life, and including love, which lives in your heart chakra, but it also lives in your sacral. It's creativity, creative energy, it's passionate, it's fiery, and you want to turn that back on, okay? It's like the lotus flower that's here that has many petals, many layers of it. We need to cleanse it. And with music and going outdoors, we can cleanse a lot of the things that have happened to us that are not quite positive. We need to move that out of the way so that we can ignite our passion again for the things that we truly want, not what somebody else wants for you, but what you desire, not anyone else. What makes you passionate? What fires you up? What makes you sing and you want to jump out of bed because you just want to get to it again? that is what you want in your life, and that is what you need to open up and attract, okay? Because it'll get you all fired up. hmm What do you really want? Don't let someone else talk you into what they think you should do or what they want, but what do you want? Only do what you want. Sensitivity. This is the message from Gabriel. Your sensitive feelings are your muse and inspiration for your creativity. So, whatever triggers you, and it triggers you in a good way and sometimes in a bad way, that is your muse. That is what gets you going for your creative passion. So, you must be like an artist as well. So, whatever triggers you sensitively, it could be a person, a pose, a color, whatever triggers you, that's your muse. That's what gets you going to your creative, whatever passion that is, whether it's painting, writing, drawing. Something will trigger you, whether to cry or to laugh or to sing. That's your muse. So use your sensitivity, your emotions in order to create the things that you want to do. Guidance from the angelic realm. And don't see it like something negative. Oh my God, I'm so emotional. This makes me cry. This makes me this. That is what's going to help you with your creative passion, with creating the things that you want to bring to fruition, to life. Painting, probably writing, painting, drawing, singing, dancing, all of that. Something triggers you, and whatever triggers you, that's what's going to get you going. Just keep that going if you can. Have faith in yourself. I have faith in God and heal this situation. Whatever's happening in your life that right now isn't quite right, have faith that it's going to be healed. You're going to have help from above, okay? Don't give up on anyone or on yourself. If it has to do with children, don't worry. Everything is going to work out in a positive way. Just have faith and pray all the time. And have courage. I find the inner strength to face fear with confidence. Face fear with confidence and get past it. Get past it. Get to the other side, because that's where the true gift lies, on the other side of the fear of something that you're so fearful to do that you don't think it's going to work out. Get past it and try it anyway, just because. Just because you're tough. Just because you want to get through. Because you want to see what's on the other side. That's where you'll find the present that's been waiting for you. It's beautiful where I am. This is the message from your loved one that has passed recently, or just from one of your guides or your angelic realm. The angelic realm, sorry. Your angel, guardian angel, or other angels that assist us. It is beautiful where I am. They want you to be in a place of beauty. They want you to feel like, it's beautiful where I am. I love this place. I love what I'm doing with my life. Everything looks shiny, bright, like the sun is always shining, because I'm truly happy. I finally found my happiness. I finally found the courage to move forward with the things that I want to manifest. And I have the faith to get to that other side, to not be afraid, to try the things that I really want. Because now I see that it's beautiful where I am, because I finally had the strength, the courage, the faith, the gratitude, whatever it took to get me going, my sensitivities. I finally followed them to see what I could manifest with them. And I did. I found love. I found love for myself, love for another, someone that stepped into my life that's new, that really, really loves me, that really, really likes who I am, what I manifest, what I do. Okay, I was able to paint my life the way that I wanted to. And it all worked out in the end. Hallelujah. And I'm really proud of ourselves. We're being watched over every single day. There's a lot of love that comes from the angelic realm and from divine energy. We just need to notice it. We need to notice the synchronistic um, events that happen in our lives, the serendipity, the things that all of a sudden manifest, and we're like, what the heck was that? Where'd that come from? Oh my God, is that from the angelic realm? Is that like an angel just dropped that feather or that coin? Or how did I get this? How did this come into my life? You start to see things that it's kind of incredible. Once you start to notice the signs from heaven and from everywhere, because heaven is right there with us. I don't think heaven is a place. It's just right there happening at the same time. All these things happen simultaneously, either in other dimensions or just right there, right in front of us. We just can't always see it. You just need to remember that. And we need to tap into that energy to be able to manifest. We can slow down time. It's already speeding up on us, so we need to be able to stretch it like a rubber band. I call it bending time so that I can get to work on time every day. You know, if I'm running late, I talk to the energy, I talk to divine energy and say, bend the time so that I can get to work on time. And it happens. I find myself like getting there like right on time or just a minute or two late as to where I was going to be 10 minutes late. And it seems to work. We can speed it up, we can slow it down, we can work with the energy as long as we're conscious of it and manipulate it. We can really manifest whatever we desire into our lives. We just need to believe in ourselves enough to be able to just do it. So, whatever it is you want to do with your life, forget the fear, move forward with it. I do love you guys. I'll talk to you again soon sometime. Bye for now and be blessed.